If you have been experiencing relationship issues, that is the energy. If you've like had arguments with your partner or with your best friend, and we're in Mercury retrograde, which is in Sagittarius, I would say one of the qualities or the themes of it is like saying it like it is and not being considerate of a person's feelings. It may come out very harsh. They also can limit themselves from other people's perspectives. So anyways, there's a lot of that energy happening. Venus just entered into Aquarius. Venus represents relationships, love, but it also just conjuncted Pluto in Aquarius. Pluto is all about transformation. This usually happens through conflict in a relationship to like transform it. So now we pull these cards, right? The tarot card is a reverse Two of Cups tarot card generally indicates a lack of connection, emotional imbalance, or disharmony within a relationship, suggesting that partners might be drifting apart, experiencing communication issues. Mercury retrograde F's up people's like communication. One person may be saying this, another person may be saying this, they both misinterpret it, or you say something that you actually didn't like mean, or feeling emotionally disconnected from one another. It could also signify a need to reevaluate the relationship and work on rebuilding intimacy and understanding. Hi, good morning. Good morning. Today I'm going to be talking about the astrology and pulling some cards so we can see what the energy is for today. I'm going to be talking to you guys, but I'm also filming for my YouTube channel, so if you see me looking back and forth, that's why. I want you guys to comment how you've been feeling for the past couple of days, because I don't want to talk about my feelings because then it's going to give it away. I feel like I've been talking about myself a lot, so I'm going to start off with talking about the actually, you know what, I'm gonna pull some cards, shall I? I haven't pulled cards in the past couple of days, and I feel like I want to do that before I like go into, because yesterday I just started rambling on and on about astrology, which is great, but I feel like, I don't know, I want it to be able to like reach people. So okay. Okay, so I'm going to pull some cards and see, please connect me to the collective energy. What does the collective need to hear at this time? What is some guidance that they need to hear? What is a message? What do they need to be reminded? How to navigate through this crunchy energy. I like to say energy is like crunchy when there's a lot of different things opposing different things astrologically, which causes people to feel torn between two things, two feelings. Kind of feel like you're being like pulled. It's kind of like a tug of war. You're being pulled like between like two different things, which could cause you to feel, but also like feeling overwhelmed. A lot of could potentially be having like disagreements with people, or just being like more frustrated with things or people, or having like, I don't know, like conflict, like through like arguments or frustrating feelings. That has been like the common themes. Okay, what does the collective need to hear? What's your guidance? Alright, we have one more. Let's see if one more wants to come out from here. Oh, there we go. Okay, so first card that comes up is to fake it till you make it. So So this pretty much tells me that you may not have the energy to do something or have the confidence to do something, but to get you out of that energy, it will be a good idea for you to fake it till you make it. So fake what you are lacking until you align to that. So if you have been feeling like you don't have the confidence to, or you don't have confidence in, like, period, and that is blocking you from achieving something or doing something, saying something, blah, 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 fill in the blanks, then fake that confidence. Literally pretend like you have, like you are confident, and like fake it. Think about what a confident person would do. How would they act? How would they behave? So yeah, like for instance, for me, like I know the goal that I'm trying to get to, and it's very uncomfortable. I know that in order for me to put myself out there more, in order for me to reach my goals and what I want to do in life, I'm going to have to put myself out there more. And I was talking to you guys yesterday about how, I am an introvert, and I like to, like, be behind the scenes a lot. I don't really like attention. I like people to, like, I like respect. Like, I want people to, like, know, like, hey, like, Jess, like, was the, like, one of the reasons why, like, she inspired me to do da-da-da-da-da. And because I got a reading or because she said something, that made an impact on me, big or small. But I don't really, like, I don't know. I'm not, like, I don't know. Like, if I were to, like, walk into it, I don't really like the attention part of it. Like, to be honest. Which is weird because I'm on, like, video and you would think that I want, but I'm not. I'm just doing this because I know that in order for me to be on camera and put myself on social media, that's going to expedite the reach, the impact that I want to have on people, because social media is the best way to do that, nowadays, to reach a lot of audience. From your home, kind of, or wherever you are. So I think that is, like, one of the main pros of social media. As to before, you had to, like, get out the house and go to, like, I don't know, like, big conventions or, like, places where there's a bunch of people, or you had to be a speaker, or you had to, like, put yourself out there more, which I think is important too. I think at this point everybody should be utilizing, like, all forms of reach in a certain way, online and in person. And I feel like I have definitely been, like, doing, like, both of those in different ways. So anyways, the point is, though, I had to fake it. I have to, in a sense, like, fake it, like also faking, like, not that I'm faking it, but it's like I do have to, like, move out of a comfort zone, because I know that that is what I need to get to where I need to get to. So yeah, or even, like, if you're feeling sad or you're feeling low, or you're having one of those, like, days where you just want to stay in bed, and you can't, because life, we're adults, we have responsibilities, and also, like, maybe it won't be the most helpful for you to actually stay in bed, even though you want to, but you're just kind of, like, sulking or not feeling, like, I don't know, like, you're not happy. So in that sense, like, fake, like, like, once again, try to picture who do you, like, I don't even know, you can even think of somebody that you look up to, and, like, embody, think about, like, what are their qualities, and you, like, embodying that. So this could be in so many ways, but I feel like for most people, if I say, yeah, like, most people would know, like, what they're lacking in and how they can, like, kind of fake it till you make it, use that to help get them out of that energy. So the next one is be grateful. Oh, wow. Love this energy, because we're in Sagittarius season, And Sagittarius is all about like luck and abundance. And the more that you, and a lot of Sagittarius is ruled by the planet Jupiter, and Jupiter, Sagittarius, and Pisces energy, which is why a lot of people say that they have like lucky syndrome, that they're able to easily attract what they want, which is a whole different conversation. But it's because they often they have the ability. It's like the more that you put out, the more you receive energy. So so it's like, so anyways, that could be aligned with the being grateful. The more that you, and this came up I think earlier this week, I'm pretty sure, being grateful. The more that you like put out, like even saying every day like the things that you're grateful for, even especially if you're in a place where you're not like the happiest. But imagine if you just like I hate my life, or I'm so like dumb because I decided to do this I don't know, or just like putting down on yourself, or yeah, today's just gonna be another crappy day, or just like putting stuff out there like that. Is, what do you think? I mean, you're proclaiming that, so you're gonna get more of that, because you're already in this like low energy to where you're setting the tone for the day already and expecting that. So it's like your level of perception is just gonna be within that like energy, even if there may be, like, say you may not even like try to like, I don't know, like you may just stay in the house, or you may like distance yourself from people, which if you were more open to like, you know what, today is actually going to be a great day, I'm going to accept what comes to me, I'm going to be open, like okay, great, I didn't have the best couple of days, but today's still going to be a great day. So then you're opening yourself up, and maybe, I don't know, like like maybe you call a friend or a family member, and then that friend ends up giving you some really great advice or guidance, or telling you some really good things that inspire you. And if you would have been like closed off and like in like that vibe of like you just miss opportunities when you're just kind of like in a woe is me energy. Which, once again, understandably so, if you're going through tough times, and you definitely need times to like recharge and retreat. But like, if you are having a mentality, if you're not grateful for the good things that's happening in your life, because everybody on this who's watching this and who's watching this, you have something to be grateful for, because that shows me that you have a freaking phone that is working, or a laptop, or some access, something that you can be, and that is something to be grateful for, because there's a lot of people who don't. And I'm assuming that if you're watching this, you have some sort of home that you can have, like, be in and sleep in. It's very cold now, and it's like having an area and a home is a freaking something to be grateful for, because it makes me sad so much seeing people out who are homeless and who have to be in this weather. So anyways, those are things that you may think is simple, but it's like you putting that energy of gratitude out there. And even if it's just saying, I'm grateful for this home that I have, I'm grateful for my bed, you're putting out that good energy for you to like continue to get more. You're opening yourself up, So anyways, so that's that. So maybe like take some today, since this card came up, maybe it's something that for me, like I would say that I haven't had the best couple of days. And I could be in this like low energy and stuff like that, and maybe want to retreat, or maybe not feeling motivated because of not the best days that I had. But this is one of the times where I need to like like look around and actually be grateful. Like I need to be grateful during these times, so it can get me out of that energy, and I could be like, hey, okay, I'm letting my whole feelings over drown me to where I'm like losing sight of like my blessings, and I don't know. So then that kind of changes the energy in a sense. I mean, well, it does, and then it often helps you to attract more of that. So yeah, take some time to really like say out loud 3 things that you're grateful for, or journal it, which is important. And then the last one for the oracle is body talk. Body talk. So that tells me that your body has been trying to send you signals and you are not listening to it. Signals, what does that mean? Well, I mean, being tired is one. Like you feel like physically exhausted, but you may have been like pushing yourself more than you should, which overworking, saying yes to everybody and everything when you just don't have the energy to. Not resting enough, maybe not eating healthy, not drinking enough water, like not being active or taking care of your body. Have you done some self-care? When's the last time you had a moment of self-care? When's the last time you took a bath, a nice, like, relaxing bath, or you, I don't know, even, went to the spa if you can, or, took yourself out somewhere on a solo date, went to the park, even though it's kind of cold, but, doing your form of self-care. When was the last time you did that? Man, if I ask myself that, I haven't really done much self-care, because, life has been busy, so this is pretty much saying these are, like, when you're tired, or, like, when you, feel like there's feelings that people feel in their chest, too, which could feel, like, weighed down or heavy, which could be, like, exhaustion, stress, like my eye was twitching earlier this week and on and off, and for me, I'm like, oh, that's a sign. My body's telling me like you're not sleeping enough, or I feel like I definitely feel like it's like tiredness and like overdoing certain things. So I've started to be able to like listen, like also for me, and I would say I think sometimes it's kind of, I have to say that definitely if you're going through something major, you definitely need to go to the doctor. Okay, like I'm not saying like take this advice with a grain of salt, because everybody's health things are different. But for me, like even when I'm experiencing anxiety, I experience it a lot in my body, and I think there's a lot of people, I think that's pretty common. So when I'm like anxious, I experience discomfort in my stomach area, especially on my left side. And that happens often. Or if I'm stiff, like I'm a person that needs to stretch and be flexible and like stretch my muscles, because I can just get like really stiff because I do sit at a computer. A lot of my work involves sitting down and being on a computer. Like I am a homebody, okay? So that means that I'm just kind of like in certain positions for the like sitting down or not really like moving my body. So then like when I'm not moving, I'm just like, there's just energy that's just sitting here, and it's like not healthy for me. Like my blood isn't pumping as much as it needs to, and my heart and everything like that. So it's like I'm not moving my body. So that's why I do like to do yoga, or I do like to like, I need to do more of these things. And I haven't even went to the gym at all this week, which was a conscious choice because of, I think I was just too tired to. I think like last month I challenged myself to go to the gym 4 days a week, and I pretty much completed that. But I think the start of this week, this first month in December, I was like, okay, I need a rest. But part of me feels like if I would have pushed myself to go to the gym, even if I just went on the treadmill and just walked for 30 minutes or 20 minutes, that would have made me kind of feel better, I'm sure. I'm sure, actually. So anyways, or doing yoga. Maybe not even going to the gym, but if I decided, okay, I'm taking a break from the gym, but I'm going to do yoga for 10 to 15 minutes every morning or at night, that would have done something. Or went for a walk, but I didn't really have movement at all this week, and I feel it. Like I feel like lazier than I would have if I like go and like be active. So, that is like going to be my goal for the rest of this like month to not take a week off, which is fine. But I definitely need to be active for at least like, for me, I want like 20 to 30 minutes every day. Like as a start, that's 30 minutes would be best. But anyways, I'm rambling right now. Okay. So yeah, but these are just examples. So now I'm going to, so yeah, that was fake it till you make it, be grateful, and listen to your body talk. And now I'm going to pull some oracle cards. And to see, not oracle cards, tarot cards. Tarot cards, which I have been very, like I use oracle cards more often than tarot. So I just recently got tarot cards and got the calling to incorporate tarot cards into like my practice or my like sessions, my readings. But I'm still learning, so I do have to reference the book a lot of times. So just a heads up. Okay, is there any extra guidance or any clarity on anything that the collective needs to hear at this time? Oh, man. Also, as an astrologer, it just sometimes knowing more doesn't help. It does, but it doesn't, because it's like I can see certain things that's I can see certain energy that's happening, like that's gonna be upcoming, and I just be like, oh, it's not gonna play out like this, like, which astrology, like, I don't know how to describe it, but as an astrologer, if you can see certain like transits or certain things happening, you kind of start to know like you do know like what that could mean and for me, like on a collective, but on a personal level. And I just saw some, let's just call it crunchy astrology, and I was like, dang, I already know in the past, because I've been studying and applying astrology to my life for the past couple years, so I can see how, like, I know how certain transits are going to play out in my life because of just knowing what it means, but also like knowing it because I've been through that before. And I'm just kind of like, oh, is this gonna happen? Is this gonna play is it gonna do this again type of thing? And it did for me, and I'm just kind of like like, oh my gosh, this energy. Okay, anyways, okay, so we got some cards that came out. First card is Two of Cups reversed. And cups have to do with your emotions, your feelings. And my emotions and feelings don't feel great right now. Let me get my phone, because I like to use AI to give me a better explanation of these cards. Hey, this is the times that we live in. Everybody should be using AI. It's just, to a certain extent, in my opinion, but one sec, let me grab my phone. Although I'm sure a lot of people who use tarot already know what Two of Cups means. Like I said, I know it has to do with feelings and emotions, but I still don't know about like numerology, so I'm not well informed. Okay, so I know that when something comes reversed, that means that we're not like, we're trying to get to that energy, or we need to focus that like something inward. It's more of inward energy rather than like outward. So I don't know, but let's see. I'm gonna read the like quick little note from in the book, and then I'm gonna go to AI to give a better explanation, because AI usually does. Okay, so it says a harmonious or romantic. Oh my gosh! Oh wait, oh wait. Wait, hold on. Okay, see, this is why I like to talk about the astrology before I go into cards, so you guys can see the connections. So let me just say, because I already see. Okay, so and I knew I should have just went from my intuition, but I want to say that, like I said earlier, the astrology right now looks very crunchy, meaning there's a lot of opposing energies happening. And also, as bluntly as I could put it, being an astrologer, if you have been experiencing relationship issues in the past couple of days, especially like if certain things have come up, that is the energy. Like, yeah, if you've like had arguments with your partner or with your best friend, or you guys like had frustrating, like you've been feeling feelings of frustration or something around those lines. I mean, and we're in Mercury retrograde, which is in Sagittarius, and Mercury in Sagittarius is like, I would say one of the qualities or the themes of it is like saying it like it is and not being considerate of your like of a person's feelings, because Sagittarius is like the truth. They're all about truth, so they will like say something, they will speak their truth and say it like it is and not like be conscious of your feelings. It may come out very harsh actually. And also like the thing with Mercury and Sagittarius is like saying things like it is, because it's their truth and it's how they really feel, which much respect. That's what I do like about Sagittarius energy. If you want to know the truth about something, about how they feel, they will tell you, and I appreciate that. But it cannot come out nice, and it can be harsh. But also another thing about Sagittarius is that I feel like they can, I think one of the things that, I don't even want to say like the weaknesses, but something I would say is they have this like, they know-it-all energy. So if you've been around people who like feel like they like, I don't know if that's come about, but it's just like when we think of the opposite energy of Sagittarius, which is Gemini, Geminis also are they like to learn, but they like to learn through people, like socializing. So they use who they like socialize with to gain knowledge as well, but even like through reading and stuff like that. But they always like to share what they've learned with others. Sagittarius energy opposite, they explore, they venture, they travel, they go to different, like they learn through different cultures and stuff, but they're more of a learn through experience and their explorations, and so they don't, so it's important. That's why they're opposing, because they learn different ways, but actually they're like yin and yang, and they need to come together. So Sagittarius energy can learn from Gemini, or can benefit from Gemini energy, because they're like, sometimes I look at Sagittarius as like the solo explorer. Like they go off and gather what they need through like their explorations or learning or traveling, but they also can like again like limit themselves from other people's perspectives or other people, because they're so like focused on like them gathering. So then they have this like complex like they know it all kind of thing, when it's like, actually, if you actually would talk to like people and get different people's perspectives, you would actually see. So anyways, there's a lot of that energy happening, and they're opposing each other, and that can bring up like conflict, arguments, frustration, in different ways. So and then there's also Venus just entered into Aquarius. Venus represents relationships, love, all of that. but it also just conjuncted Pluto in Aquarius. This is for the people I know. I know a lot of people are not gonna like understand this, but Pluto is all about transformation. Venus represents love, so they're conjuncting each other. They're next to each other, which means that this planet of love is going to be going through some sort of transformation in a sense. Okay, they're gonna experience something that transforms that energy. So once again, this usually happens through conflict in a relationship, because to like transform it in a certain way, or change it, or look at things from a different point of view, or just causes something. So we have all of that on top of the retrograde, which is Mars and Mercury, which is slowing things down. I had something on my nail. Okay, so anyways, let me go back to reading everything. So now we pull these cards, right? The first card, the tarot card, is suggest a harmonious or romantic union, sensual pleasures. This is what it would mean if it was upright, but it came to us in reverse, which means that that's not the energy, like it's the opposite energy. So the reversed, wait, should I read this one? No, I'm gonna just read the reverse. So the key words for reversed when it comes in reverse is arguments, lack of connection, lack of commitment, and broken partnerships. Okay? So then I'm going to pull up AI and Two of Cups reversed. Yep, alright, so a reverse Two of Cups tarot card generally indicates a lack of connection, emotional imbalance, or disharmony within a relationship. Suggesting that partners might be drifting apart, experiencing communication issues. That is a biggie right there, because of Mercury retrograde, and that's F's up. Mercury retrograde F's up people's like communication. One person may be saying this, another person may be saying this. They both misinterpret it, or you say something that you actually didn't like mean, and then there's just like a bunch of, so that is very true. Or feeling emotionally disconnected from one another, which is also very apparent in the energy. It could also signify a need to reevaluate the relationship and work on rebuilding intimacy and understanding. So the key words are disconnection, a significant lack of emotional closeness or intimacy between partners, conflict and argument, frequent disagreements and tension in the relationship, imbalance of power. One partner might be giving more than the other, creating an uneven dynamic, or reversed. Another thing with Venus conjuncting Pluto, Pluto is also about like ego and power and control. So that could also be some themes where there's like power dynamics that's happening in relationships, or some sort of like controlling ness or something around those lines, or like ego based something. So people having a big ego, or in someone in an area, and then when you blend that with the Sagittarius energy that I just talked about. Unrealistic expectations is another theme, not aligned with your partner's needs or desires, lack of commitment, uncertainty or hesitation about the future of the relationship, distrust and suspicion, doubts and insecurities creeping into the partnership, which also could represent that Pluto energy, because like I said, Pluto could be there's a control thing, so sometimes it could interpret, or it could be about a partner being controlling or something. Perhaps. I mean, there's so many ways that it could. But these are just themes that may come up differently for different people. So Now, what I like about AI, because it tells you like what are some themes to like work through and navigate it. What are some practical tips and advice? And that's what I want to highlight, because I don't want to be like I don't want to just sit here and just give you guys like, say, hey, your relationships may be screwed up, there you go. Like, I want to give practical advice on how to like navigate and move through the energy. So this one, so it says, open communication, have honest conversations with your partner to address concerns and work towards resolving issues if that's a possibility. Reevaluate the relationship, analyze what might be causing the disconnect, and see if there's potential for improvement. Focus on quality time. Plan meaningful activities together to reconnect emotionally, which aligns with Sagittarius energy too. Because Sagittarius likes to like experience and explore and try new things. So maybe like, you know, if you're not going through the actual struggles parts, like the actual toxic part of a relationship problem, maybe you just need to like do something more with your partner, or maybe something got stagnant and maybe you just need to like go out and do something new or something, perhaps. Address underlying issues, work on personal issues that might be impacting the relationship. And lastly, if it's very, very not the best and you wouldn't know, use discernment on if it's just a light time and you're just having a regular relationship problem. I mean, relationships come with like conflict. I mean, like not unhealthy, but healthy. Like obviously you guys get to a point where you're annoyed with each other, or you know, you're irritated with each other, blah blah blah. That's normal. But if it's causing a disconnect or making you feel bad or blah blah blah, then that's where things need to be worked on. And obviously if it's causing freaking harm, that's also not, like, that's a red flag. And for me, that would say seek professional help, which is what the last advice will be. If communication efforts fail, consider couples therapy, or leaving. If you're not happy, leave you need to consider like leaving too, and like pay attention. So use your own, be discerning of this. So then the next one, then the next card is the Justice card, and it's come in reverse too, okay? So, let's see what that says. I don't think I've ever have I gotten the Justice card? I don't know. Let's see. Okay, so if it comes reverse, it means unfairness, intolerance, injustices, biased, dishonesty, legal complications. Okay, so that's that energy. Let's see if we can get a more detailed. Oh wait, hold on. Justice. Okay, when the Justice Tarot card appears reversed, it can mean that No! That is very rude, okay? My phone just died. Oh my gosh. Well, okay, I guess I can come up with it myself, and then you guys can look at it. But obviously, it's justice, okay? Justice has to do with fairness, and this came opposite, so there's some unfairness happening. Or you may feel like things are not, like, there is no, like, you don't feel like something is fair, or even like if you are having tension in a relationship or just with people, it may be like a fairness thing, type of thing. Me over here trying to, so actually let's go to the card. Let's actually read what the actual message. Oh, because it has to do with like, when I think of justice, I think of Libra energy, which is interesting because it's like balance, fairness, harmony, and once again, we obviously see that there's like some disconnect, some lack of harmony, some injustice, something that's not fair. You feel like that's not right. These energies. It says, justice appears as a harmonizing force in your query, lending the ability to look honestly and impartially, and promising a fair and balanced outcome in the end. It may or may not be the outcome you desire, but it will be that It will be that wait, it will be one that is just. Justice could appear when you need to be held accountable for your actions. A welcome thing if you have acted fairly and with integrity. A not so welcome thing if you have not. Although we may resist paying the piper for our actions, sometimes the greatest beneficiary, I don't know, probably beneficiary, maybe, of her judgments will be us, in the form of growth and wisdom gained. Okay, so if we may resist the cost of not being justice to something, not being fair to something, or breaking up or something around those lines, for our actions, paying the dues for our actions, I guess, in some way. But it teaches us a lesson and helps us to grow and have learned through it. Above all, when this card appears in your spread, it is a sign that right decisions has to be made. Okay? So, I'm considering maybe going off of the relationship problems. There needs to be some sort of communication to establish fairness, or maybe if you're the one who is in the wrong in whatever you're going through, maybe this is going to be a time to bring up things for you to like face that and deal with the consequences of that, and maybe make things right. Or maybe if you're the other one on the other side, then maybe it is up to someone else to do that. And if not, and if they don't, then maybe you need to decide what is right for you and all that stuff. Okay? So, very general, but I'm going to keep it that way. Okay, and then the last one is the Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups, and that, once again, is another emotions card. So, let's see, and it came not reversed, which is great. So, Ace of Cups represents an opportunity to reach for your heart's desire. Oh yeah, because it's emotions, it has to do with the heart as well. Yeah, okay. So it says the Ace of Cups is imbued with the promise of wonderful things. In order to accept the gift of the cup, you may need to let go of unproductive fears in order to make room for what is on its way. Do not act as a sabotager person, being, sabotaging for your own success. Instead, invite and cultivate positive attitudes that bring joy with them. Stretch beyond your comfort zone, seize the opportunity, and make the most of it. Have faith in yourself and don't allow a lack of imagination and courage to keep you from making the most of this new opportunity perhaps that you have, which could also come within a conflict that you have. There could be a new opportunity to maybe stand your ground, maybe hear a different perspective, open your mind up to some sort. Okay, so the keywords for the upright card, Ace of Cups, is emotional force, new beginnings, emotional fulfillment, and intuition. Wow, which makes me feel a little hopeful about this energy, because it's like through whatever conflict that arises or frustration or whatever, through you having a conversation and standing ground on what is fair and what is right, and actually voicing that, or maybe considering if you're the one who's causing the conflict, or you're on the opposite end, which end are you on, and coming to a solution. And then through that, there will be like a new opportunity, like actually good like feelings on the other end of that. So yeah, that is the reading. I hope that aligned with some of you guys. I'm trying to see if there's any comments that was important to address. Okay, so yeah, well, that was it. I hope you guys have a great day and that aligns with you. Take some time to be grateful. Take some time for some self-care. Listen to your body. What signals have your body been giving you? Your body's trying to talk to you and tell you it needs more of something. So give it that from me. You know what, today I am going to go for a walk because I think it's sunny today, even though it's freezing cold and I really don't want to, but I do need to be outside. I'm going to also take some time to do some yoga today. Yeah, and maybe this weekend or in the next couple of days, I really do need to take a bath because like baths are so like my form of self-care. I like to add Himalayan sea salt in there. I like to put my candles and all of that. So I'm gonna take some time, but I know today I want to at least get outside for a little while and do some yoga. So yeah. All right. Have a great day. I do readings. Yes, I do readings, but I'm not offering them right now. Because I have a website and everything like that, but that's in the works of, I'm changing some things, I'm updating it, so I will probably be offering sessions virtually again towards the end of this month. But right now I'm new to whatnot, so I'm just stepping out there, getting out of my comfort zone and just seeing what comes of this as I dip my toe back into the virtual world, because I do a lot of in-person stuff. So yeah, have a great day, and I will see you tomorrow at around 8 a.m. because I come here every day for December. I'm challenging myself to do that from around 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. So a lot of times I come late. Okay, I'm sorry, but that's just the truth. But I show up, okay? So yeah, see you tomorrow. Okay, see ya.